in Tampa, Florida, covering the GOP convention with Representative Dan Benishek of the great state of Michigan. Good to see you, sir.
Hey, thanks for having me on, man. It's great to be here.
Tell me about Michigan 1. What's your district like?
Well, I represent the northern half of Michigan. Okay, so we have a lot of NRA members in our district. As you know, I'm an NRA member, but we have 3 federal forests, and we get a lot of hunters and fishermen up there, and it's great to represent these guys. As we want to make sure we keep our Second Amendment rights up there. We got a lot of proud NRA members, in my district, and we're just happy to be here. I'm happy for the support of the NRA.
What is the state of the Second Amendment now? And let's say, of course, I would imagine you support Romney-Ryan ticket, but let's say President Obama were to win a second term, what would be the threats to gun owners and the Second Amendment?
Well, I think that everyone sort of acknowledges the fact that, the president doesn't really respect our rights to own arms. And, I'm a firm believer in the right to bear arms. It's our right because if we lose our right to bear arms, we're going to lose our liberty. And it's more than about hunting and fishing. Yeah. And I'm committed to maintaining our Second Amendment rights, and I'm going to work hard for it. And I'm going to tell you this: is that Mr. Obama is not going to win in November.
Now, how do you help ensure that, and what makes you so sure of that? This is a very contentious, sometimes ugly campaign with the ads back and forth. How are you so confident about a Romney-Ryan victory?
I think Americans are smart people, and they can see that our country is heading in the wrong direction. In 2010, the electorate proved that by electing 87 new members of the House. And I think in 2012, the electorate is going to prove it again by removing Mr. Obama from the White House, maintaining our majority in the House, and winning the Senate. So I'm hopeful that people know that we're on a direction that Mr. Obama has taken us that we don't want to go. And I think American people realize that. They're having a little bit of a check. They may have voted for Mr. Obama last time, frankly, for hope. But they see now that in the last 4 years he hasn't delivered on his hope. The economy has been in the tank for a long time, and we need jobs in northern Michigan. I know in northern Michigan we want some change to create some entrepreneurship, some jobs in northern Michigan. That's the number one issue on the economy. Is the economy, and we're going to be working hard to win. I know I'm working hard in my district. People I've been talking to in small business, they know that we need to change the administration, and I think it's going to happen.
When your constituents there in northern Michigan say to you, especially the entrepreneurs say to you, my president says I didn't build this business, how frustrated are they when they hear things like that?
Right, after putting in 20-hour days for 20 years, and getting by borrowing money from their uncle and from their neighbor, and working hard to scrape through their business to keep it alive. That's the kind of a leadership that we have in Washington right now with Mr. Obama. We need our entrepreneurs to be successful. We need fewer regulations out of Washington. We need a fairer, flatter tax code, and we need to repeal the health care bill because it's just adding more costs, and bureaucrats in charge of your health care is something nobody wants. So I'm confident the American people know that, and they're going to vote that way.
We started this interview talking about you're obviously very proud of your district as you represent it, talking about the national forests, but our listeners and our viewers who have tourism dollars to spend, they're looking for a place to go. Why should our listeners and our viewers, first of all, come to Michigan, but then go to northern Michigan and enjoy your area?
And we got great grouse hunting in northern Michigan. October, to me, is like one of the best months of the year. There's no bugs. The leaves are changing. There's grouse out there in the woods. Bring your dog up to northern Michigan and get a few grouse. It'll be great. And then we got the firearm deer season in November. Unfortunately, doing this job, I haven't been able to work on my deer blind as much as I would like to. But frankly, I encourage people to come up north and enjoy the North Woods and the great outdoors in my district. It's just gorgeous.
Sounds great. Thank you, Congressman, for your time.
Thanks for having me on, Cameron.